Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Noles will kick it away to start us off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They go to the ground. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Line gets set, first down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Got his man down the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCLA is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Miami 10, Florida State 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
42 Spider. Low.
To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going, and man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State, and you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
They'll give it to him again. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We're accustomed to seeing close, hard-fought games in this series, but last time they met, it was only the Seminoles doing the punching as they knocked out Miami.
Man, and they were throwing haymakers, they were throwing combinations, and Miami had no answer for it. Right from the opening bell, David, Florida State jumped all over it.
And you got to brag about it for a year. And it is so sweet. In-state, the state of Florida, well, so talented, 5 stars everywhere in that state. All of them looking at this game. Can they do it again?
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Scanning the field, it's Madden. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's going up top. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. Inside the 30. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
On the run, it's Pratt. Finds a crease at the 20. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
They'll run play action. Looking for the score. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better though.
Motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Madden. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the side.
Got a lot of running room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Dialing up the 2nd down pass play. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And the Canes are on the move. They'll try the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
It's a nice run there to get the 1st down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down for this offense. Wants to go up top. He makes the connection. Touchdown, Miami! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half. So find something really quick that you can go to.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Miami, 17, Florida State, 3.
The Canes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at
He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Looking downfield, it's Madden. Throws to the tight end. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Makes the tackle at the 22, but it's a 15-yard gain, and now they're in business.
Well, the ball carrier really showed up for his offense there, right? Down in your own end, within your own 10-yard line, you need someone to step up and make an explosive play happen. You got to make people miss and give yourself some room to work and operate and really get this drive going. He did exactly that.
is incomplete.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires the pass, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cummings. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Picks up 4. Brings up 2nd.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the beatdown has ensued. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
Speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Here's the handoff. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 31, Florida State 3.
First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. At the 35, he's loose. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Now the toss. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
On the option. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play.
Listen, there's so many athletic quarterbacks now that do the design runs. I got to make them pay. I got to physically hit them as hard as I can, as many opportunities as I get. They run the design quarterback run. Nice job being physical, forcing the fumble.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Fourth down coming up.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's right on target. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. The aerial assault continues. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. On the move, it's Cole. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
Comes out throwing on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Off the play fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Leaves it with the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly